From the observations that we've made on water waste, we've realized that water waste is an extremely serious issue that we all must work to reduce it and take into account the negative consequences of it so that the future generations can enjoy the same water resources available today. At a planetary scale, Earth cannot run out of fresh water because of the water cycle, a system that continuously recycles water by changing it into different forms. In fact, 97% of Earth's liquid is salt water, too loaded with minerals for humans to drink or use, and the remaining 3% of the usable water, more than two-thirds, is frozen in ice caps and glaciers, and that leaves less than 1% available fresh water for sustaining all life on Earth. This water is spread across rivers, seas, and groundwater. If these resources of water are being rapidly depleted by humans but slowly replenished by rain, then we are really going to run out of fresh water. Here are some of the examples of the daily activities that we could be wasting water without realizing it. Leaving the faucet running while you brush your teeth. Washing your car with a water hose. Taking a shower for long periods of time. Watering plants many times a day. Throwing just a few items of clothing in the washing machine even if they are clean. And finally, leaky faucets. Let us figure out and analyze the factors that are leading to water scarcity in the UAE. The first factor is domestic use, which is water used for drinking, cleaning, cooking, washing, and some other activities. According to the Water Statistics Annual Report, the daily domestic water consumption is 590 liters per capita, which is one of the highest in the world, making it 82% higher than the world's average. We can say that people in the UAE are consuming water much more than most other citizens over the countries around the world. Second is scarcity of fresh water. While the UAE is located in a desert region with extreme natural water scarcity, it makes it one of the most arid parts of the world, with little rainfall, and groundwater levels are low and in steady decline. According to the National Center of Meteorology, Dubai's average rainfall is 87.3 millimeters per year, and that is during winter season, which is from December to March. This chart shows the average per capita renewable freshwater resources measured in cubic meters per person in a year. Finally is agriculture and forestry purposes. The groundwater in the UAE is the most important source of natural fresh water, which contributes to 60% of the total available water. The Environment Agency in Abu Dhabi mentioned that the groundwater in the UAE is mainly used for agriculture and afforestation, accounting for a total withdrawal estimated at 2013 millimeters a year. The agricultural policy in the Emirate is facing a significant challenge in sustaining the existing agricultural sector relative to the level of groundwater depletion. Groundwater extraction for agriculture and forestry purposes exceeds the natural recharge rate. This means we are going beyond the carrying capacity of the country. In terms of the three pillars of sustainability, what are the possible effects of water waste? First is social impact. Water scarcity can cause mass starvation for humans. When there is no water that can be used to help water the crops, we are going to have hungry people. In addition, with less access to clean water, people are forced to drink low-quality water from flowing streams, many of which are contaminated. This can lead to serious health diseases, which may cause death. According to the World Health Organization, diseases due to poor drinking water access, unimproved sanitation, and poor hygiene practices cause 4% of all deaths and 5.7% of all disability in the world. Environmental impact. In the process of desalination, which is a commonly used process of removing salt from seawater in the Middle East, the concentrated salt is often dumped back into oceans, where the increased salinity affects the ocean's environment by harming local marine life. Animals may die, and there is a chance that humans that eat such animals may be harmed too. It also adds pollutants to the region's environment by causing air pollution and GHG emissions from fossil fuel powered for desalination. The Gulf News mentioned in a report that the Gulf region has salinity levels of 45,000 parts per million, compared to open oceans which typically have 35,000 parts per million. Economic impact. A lack of water can pose a major obstacle to economic growth. Water shortage means more expenditure on health, as people are more likely to fall ill and incur medical expenses and are less able to remain economically productive. According to the Water Organization, an estimated $260 billion is lost globally each year due to a lack of basic water and sanitation, while the tourism industry is also set to encounter difficulties due to the shortage of water. Further investments are needed to meet the growing demand for water with good quality. The economic effects can have long-term consequences on an individual level as well. With the slowing of business operation leading to lower profits, businesses are likely to be forced to lay off some of their employees, leading to reduced consumer spending power. Now is the time that all of us must change our behavior in consuming water.